All right, we're all introduced. We're trying. I had to stop an argument. We're going to just go ahead and go straight into it. Charlie's super excited about this topic. I know that a lot of folks out there turn on golf this weekend. Okay, and we're sitting here. We're arguing about basically Tiger Woods' relevance, and Charlie just says golf's boring. Period. No matter what. And we got a good little debate going on right now about Tiger Woods' relevance and how golf can be exciting and it's a good game, dude.
It's exciting when Tiger's on.
It changes everything
Yes.
about golf. And you're saying like he's not an athlete. Golfers aren't athletes. Now, while I'll give you, they don't have the stamina of maybe a football player, of a long distance runner.
I'm going to stop that right now. Jake said he's probably one of the most dominant athletes in the history of sports. That is
He's had
wrong.
back problems his whole career.
That is not right.
He's one
first
of the most
all,
dominant
every
athletes.
basketball player that's ever played in the NBA is better.
Tiger Woods in his heyday
more of an athlete.
was the most dominant golfer that anybody's ever seen.
He's the most dominant golfer. I'll give you that.
Yeah, who's
That's
the
not
most
an
dominant?
athlete.
Who's the most dominant pool player? Who's the most dominant bowler?
Come on, man.
Who's
That's
ever?
the same
No,
shit. Golf
What
takes
other
more than
people-
that.
What other people have dominated a sport like Tiger Woods? There's not too many.
Has he
There's
surpassed
not too
Phil Mickelson?
many.
Has he surpassed
Michael Jordan, sir.
What's his name? Arnold
Yeah,
Palmer?
Wayne Gretzky.
Okay, Wayne Gretzky's great.
He's the best in his sport, just like Wayne
By
Gretzky's
far,
probably
yeah.
the best in his sport, just like
I'm
Jordan's
not
obviously the best in his
questioning
sport.
the Tiger
know,
Woods effect.
It's like
I
Dan
know
Marino's the best
he-
in his sport.
I
Let's
understand,
get this
and
stuff correct right now.
I-
This is factual information.
No,
I'm
you're wrong
spitting.
about that one too. I respect the sport. I
Marino.
respect what it is. I just personally don't follow it, just like you guys don't follow baseball.
Okay, well, give me this. Has another player
But-
ever did
Nolan
what
Ryan.
what Tiger Woods has done for golf?
I don't know what Tiger Woods done for golf because I don't
Yes.
watch golf.
You know, Charlie,
Jordan did it for the
Charlie,
NBA.
don't. You're trolling us right now.
No, I really
you have
don't.
to know.
Well, the
Tiger
rate-
Woods.
You know how I knew
Tiger
about
Woods-
Tiger Woods? I knew about Tiger Woods on Saturday Night Live when Tim Meadows played him as on that skit about his father gluing the fucking golf club to his hand. And I was like, oh, that's funny. That must be a golfer. I've
He's
never
got his
followed
own
golf.
video game. You don't get your own video game for being sorry.
So did E.T.
Tiger Woods was
I don't-
grossing
Nobody's saying
more
that
money.
he's sorry, though. That's
He's
not,
not
the
sorry,
argument.
yeah.
Hey,
just-
Tiger
We're saying
Woods was
he's not the
grossing more
best
money than
athlete.
any other athlete that played a sport for a few years. He was the top earner.
Yeah.
That's still not the
changed-
argument.
But he's
like
not.
none of these.
changed
Yeah,
the sport
all
of
of you.
golf.
We just have to. We
Let's
just
not
have to
talk over
define.
each other too much.
Instead of like, all we have to do is define what an athlete is, and like, are we saying he's the best in his sport? Yeah, but is he a great athlete? No.
Yeah.
Is he the best, greatest
You
golfer
can't be
ever?
You can't.
No.
Yes.
Oh, he's not Arnold
No, he's
Palmer,
not.
Jack
Yes.
Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus, as of right now, he's still
still
got to
better.
catch Jack
I
and
think
majors.
him
He hasn't caught Jack
coming
yet.
in second, I think, is put him right
Oh,
there.
second place.
No,
Good
that
for
did
him.
not put him
Hey.
right there. God,
But think about it.
He's
None,
back,
none of
dude.
us are
He's
like
back.
big time golf guys, and we're all sitting here just like emotional about Tiger Woods playing. And
no,
if you
I'm
think
not.
about
I'm not
it,
emotional.
like
You're
we're,
not
we're all
emotional about
highly talking
anything.
about it. You're not. Yeah, exactly. God, Jared.
ice
But
cold.
no, seriously, like everybody on Twitter, everybody is talking about golf again. When there was a couple dudes that were
What
kind of
Twitter
good.
are you-
The whole world, Charlie, is talking
Jesus.
about golf
Dude,
besides you.
he's like the highest trending topic in social media right now, bro.
But is everybody saying he's the greatest athlete ever?
Yeah, that's
all right,
the
I
argument.
agree.
I said the
argument.
most
That we all-
dominant athlete,
but
not the greatest athlete.
Just take the
I'm not
athlete
talking
out.
about if they went on Ninja Warrior or
he's-
something.
But
He's the most
golfing, you
dominant
have to
golf-
be athletic to be a
No,
good
where's
golfer.
the-
Here-
Hold
here-
on.
Charlie.
Stop.
Hold on.
Stop.
for every
stop.
in every
Okay.
sport you can find a
Daly?
big guy.
Athlete.
Hey, Baby Davis in the NBA.
Athlete.
He's an athlete.
Every sport has one of those.
Which I see unathletic people playing
Hey,
Yeah.
he's
football and
he's-
basketball.
he's a
yeah, half the
profession-
guys are half the guys
Look
that
at
play on the
offensive
lines.
linemen.
Are,
No, but
yeah.
look, he's
Larry
a,
Bird was not the most athletic guy in the world.
let me
just
say
the
something,
greatest at
guys.
his sport.
How many
talking
basketball
about it.
players, football players, hockey players, baseball players have you ever seen play a professional game holding a cell phone in his
and
hand?
drunk.
He's not even.
He's not
he
playing it
can't
at the
put-
high level.
How do you
hold on.
know?
He could put it back in his pocket. That could have been
You
him
don't
in his
fact
butt.
check, by the
Look,
way.
here's where I'm gonna. I think we'll move on from this, but I
Back
do.
me up,
Don't
Ian.
sue
I
me.
thought
Hold
you were
on.
a golfer.
I want to close this. I kind of want to close this. All right, we'll move on with this one.
You
But
can't play a sport with a fucking cell phone in your pocket.
listen to me. If you were to
Look
play a
out here.
sport, I guarantee you'd have a cell phone out.
There he is smoking a rip. He's smoking a rip, hanging
All right,
out.
listen to me.
That's
Here,
not Tiger Woods either.
real quick, here's some actual
We'll be in 2
knowledge
years.
on why golfers are athletes, and more in
Tiger Woods
particular,
was fucking bitches on the back nine
In-
while he was waiting for the fucking people to catch up to him.
in more relevant to
Consummate
today,
stick man. Sorry.
in more relevance in today's game, if you look at golf now, the like Tiger 10 years ago, if he'd have shot that same round, he'd have blown out the field, okay, for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. Golfers are better these days, and if you look at 9 out of 10
You don't got a
of
bunch
the
of
best
big dudes anymore.
if you look at these guys today, look at the guys who are on top. Watch. I mean, you're going to make fun of me here, but let them take their shirt off. They're all ripped. They're in damn good shape.
you
They
happy.
work out. They have a workout regimen. They eat good. Okay, your best golfers are in good shape. Therefore, that's why
Yeah.
they're
Why do you think-
athletes still.
Why do you think they're
I'm
in
not
good shape? Because Tiger Woods started that
Yes,
movement.
100%.
He's the reason that people are ripped now because Tiger Woods was the ripped golfer that was dominant
Feel
back
so
in the
bad
day.
for our listeners right now.
He wasn't ripped.
Huh? Tiger Woods.
He's. I mean, he's.
Tiger Woods was
he's,
jacked.
He's.
And Tiger Woods' prime. Tiger
Jacked?
Woods
I'm not
was
saying
jacked.
he's not
Yes.
strong.
Can we talk about a different sport?
Can you guys give me a picture of a Tiger Woods, probably on GQ with his
Dude,
shirt
are you
off or
really-
something? He's jacked.
Are
just
you
don't-
really asking us?
I mean,
to do that?
is he
I don't. My point is,
is he
I
going to
know.
the
Yep.
moving on to more athletic sports, according to
everybody in the world?
Ground Chuck and Jerk.
I'm the two people that never
That was
played
not
a sport.
it's the quickest I've ever
Son,
heard
I
you
play
hop on
sport.
something other
I'll
than
go
your
run you right now.
Terrell Pryor
Wanna run?
flag you've talked about
Gone
last
barefoot.
week. All right, so we're gonna move on to
I'll
basketball.
race all of you fucks.
Harden in the club. Who's got the story? Somebody give me the scoop on this.
Supposedly,
Charlie, Jake.
supposedly a member of his entourage. Supposedly a member of his entourage got into a fight in the club, and a female was recording it on her cell phone, and he took her cell phone and threw it on a roof. Apparently,
Just like move.
just threw it on the roof. He ain't recording.
You ever heard of a ladder?
He ain't recording my buddy. Well, probably wasn't one available. It's at the club late at night. And then I guess they offered her a bunch of money for it, and TMZ got a hold of it and all that. So we'll see what happens. I think she's pressed doing assault charges, or it's gonna be coming up, or whatever. You know?
He got his MVP. He's good now.
Yeah.
Now there's an athlete.
James Harden.
You
Yeah.
see that shot
And
of him? Looked
unless
like he
he's
put on
playing
some LBs.
defense, he ain't an athlete on
He's
defense.
still athletic.
He looked
Yes,
like he
he
put on
is.
some LBs in the offseason. See the picture? They were just floating around Twitter. Yeah.
Biscuit shy.
Tiger plays better defense.
If Chris Paul wouldn't have blown out his hamstring, he'd have a ring this year,
Yeah, because
Nah.
of Chris Paul.
and
not
we
'cause of
wouldn't even
Harden.
be talking about that.
I'm telling you right now, Harden doesn't play well in the playoffs, especially
he
in
doesn't play
Harden didn't
up
play
to
in the
what he
Warriors
does in
system.
the regular season.
He doesn't
he
play
plays
right-
He
great,
wears
but
down.
He
Not
doesn't
for
play in the
his
Warriors
standard.
system, man.
yeah.
He wears down.
He's still an ISO ball guy, and that's great and all. But I mean, it's like detrimental to the team sometimes
don't play
when you're playing
defense.
against the team that.
Well,
can,
he could be coming up on some
can
legal
beat
issues
you.
now.
Yeah.
Playing around in the club late at night.
Off.
Yeah.
Charlie, real quick,
Oh,
g-
yeah,
or
yeah.
take your time. You wanted to give a little shout out. I know.
Good look. Good on
Either
that
way,
one.
we're
Either
good.
way, we're
Real
good.
quick, or take your
But
time.
hey, seriously, hurry up. Hurry
Hey,
up.
hey,
Okay.
listen, just a shout out to Megan and Danny Lee Miller. Gave birth to a awesome little boy last night, Connor Lee Miller, at 8:44 p.m. 7 pound 13 ounce, 20.5 inch young man. Absolutely. The
Congrats.
smallest, biggest Red Sox fan in the world, man. So welcome to the world, Connor Lee Miller.
Congrats, Millers.
Yeah,
Congrats.
that's it.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
You
All
are
right.
the Millers.
And since you
They
said
are-
Red
they
Sox,
are the Millers.
since you
And
said Red
millions
Sox,
of people now are going to hear this.
I want you to go ahead and finish your next shout out.
Man, I really just I
No,
want,
no. You wanted it. You got it.
I
He wants to
really
talk about
want
football.
I want Dave. I want Dave to put that down and sit down and talk about
Hey,
baseball.
Charlie, go ahead. Earlier, you started talking about how you wanted to give. You were upset. We were talking about golf.
Well, listen, I just want to
Yeah.
Talk
acknowledge
about
the
some
fact
baseball.
that the Red Sox are 86 and 35.
That's
That they're having
ridiculous.
one of the best seasons
ridiculous,
in the.
sir.
Yeah, they're having a great
They
season,
honestly don't lose.
and and it's like
That Mookie Betts is
the Yankees are 75 and 44, which is
They're having a great season. too.
amazing season.
Yeah.
They're 10 games back of the Red Sox right
It's
now.
crazy.
And it just as a Red Sox as being a Red Sox fan, my whole life, it scares me that they're this good this early. Like it's, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
they're gonna fade at the end.
Like
Cleveland
they're
Indians won
busting it
20
right
straight
now.
games last year, didn't they? What happened in the
Yeah,
playoffs?
and that's what worries me is you're gonna have Yankees get that 1-game playoff, and then
Hey,
it's
don't
gonna
get
be
along with him.
no. Me and Dave do. He's a lifelong Yankees fan, and we talk shit to each other.
It's my
but
favorite.
We're both sport. We know,
Exactly.
you know, we're not.
But it's in the most epic, fun
If
way, though,
I'm-
that we all have these little battles.
Yeah,
because
if I'm
it goes beyond
if I'm
baseball.
ignorant about
Yeah.
a sport, it's probably baseball, just like he is. We're
Yeah.
Yankees, Red Sox. We're passionate fans, but the baseball season's so much better when they're both good. And
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're both so good
100%.
this year.
I
Okay,
agree.
so can I just throw that real quick? Just and we won't get back on it, but that's just like Tiger Woods. It's a similar effect that he has on golf is that the Yankees and Red Sox do for baseball.
Just as many people hate it, though.
Yeah,
You know, just as
agreed.
many
Same
people hate
thing.
it.
Yeah,
You know, they
but
just-
that's just my equation. But anyways, keep going. I'm sorry.
Like
No, that's
baseball is
it. I
hard
just
to
wanna-
watch for me, but the
Yeah.
fantasy aspect of it.
yeah. See, I don't
is
play
great.
fantasy baseball.
I play the fantasy baseball, and I know all this. I can name stats.
Yeah. See, I'm not a big
Guys,
stats guy when
so-
it comes to baseball. I just want to acknowledge it's a great year, man. It's going to be the baseball playoffs this year are going to be great to watch.
What's the most wins they've had in a season?
Dave, was that the Mariners that year?
Well, all time was the Mariners, right? I think it was
98, 2001, something like that?
And Dave Santana is our
99.
our new video guy.
Yankees having a good season. Is
let's
a
hear about
normal
him.
season. What's going? Because I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't
hey,
follow.
things-
a lot.
I
Dave-
don't want to make
Dave,
excuses, but the
First, I
whole
want you
thing-
to talk
what?
shit. I want to hear about all their titles, and I want you to talk
27 titles.
27 titles. Like he is a
all time
statistician.
ever of any team.
He
in the
knows
history of
everything
any
about-
professional sport that's ever existed. You mean?
Good
That-
thing you got the
come on.
Yankees.
What else you got?
Your other team.
And I
Boston
think Charlie
matchup
has
this
to
year.
agree that the Yankees have a way better bullpen. So if they have a lead in the fourth or fifth inning, it's going to be very difficult, I think, to beat that bullpen.
All right,
That's a big if,
Okay.
you got that.
but it's going to be a great series.
Are you wanting to segue into football now? Is that what you're about to do?
Yeah, I'm fixing to hand this camera back to Dave, and
Is your wrist getting a
Yep.
little limp?
You know, Cam Newton knew that Kelvin Benjamin. He knew there was cameras out there. He knew there were phones out there. Why didn't he go privately in the back of the stadium and talk to him and see what's up? Why did he do it on the field in front of all them
Why
people?
do you think
Can-
he did it
because
on the
he's
field?
soft as cotton.
Because it's Cam.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
like
Cam fan. But hold on, in Cam's defense,
Cam
I would
walked
have
right up to him on the field.
I'd have to say that he walked up to him on the field, and if he'd have went to
Why
him,
Cam's linebackers right next to him?
if he'd have went to him,
that's just a
because bitch,
punk
you seen
move.
Kelvin Benjamin? He ain't
Yeah.
a small fry either.
No,
He's a big
and,
boy.
and it looked like he was. He
Cam had
wasn't-
some
wasn't
back out there.
concerned.
Kelvin Benjamin was
wasn't
not
concerned.
concerned.
He was not
but he
concerned at
wasn't
all.
even trying to even talk away. It's like it's not even worth my time. He kept trying to walk away.
And was Cam
and Cam
Newton?
kept following him
But
around.
what I was going to say real quick
Yeah.
is if Cam Newton would have done it like you just said, people would have called him out for being a chicken and doing it behind closed doors and nobody could see it. Why wouldn't you, Cam? You know that there'd be cameras all around. Why would you do it in front of the cameras?
Maybe it would have never got out.
He could have just let it
You
go.
know?
They already made their Twitter.
That's
beef.
not
It
what
was
I'm
done.
not saying. I don't disagree with you. I'm just to Charlie's
Yeah,
point.
maybe it would have never. We'd have never known about it because it just happened in the back between two
I tell you what,
grown men.
I put the beef in the beefy. Just telling you.
But it's still continuing on. I think didn't they start to tweet again about it today or
I
something
don't
like that? I
know,
think
man.
Cam said something.
Cam put out a video talking about a wall, and he had a neck
what was he
a
wearing?
neck scarf. Hey, and you said on a group text, Jake,
I was just
Oh
kidding.
man,
you said you would wear that neck scarf.
I said if it was a little cooler out, maybe.
look at the screen over there, Jake. Look at Jake's. Look at his monitor.
That's a good one.
Oh my God, you look like a weird
That's
art
Guy
teacher.
Wood Kentry if
You
I've
look-
ever seen him.
You look like a high school art teacher.
Right.
All right, so cranking along. I guess we're gonna try to finish this thing up with a little bit of NFL since we're moving that
Dude, we have
direction.
drafts coming up, man.
It's man,
like fantasy football drafts are upon us.
it's
like,
fixing
we
to
are
be the
doing
best
mock
time of
drafts.
the year.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. Like
It's like
every
Christmas for
podcast
me.
is. This is where like all the fans are coming, and getting on the podcast because they're wanting to hear the sleepers. They're wanting to hear who's what. We've been the last few weeks talking about, like who's going to be the bust, like who some of the professionals picked as a bust, and even didn't you say NFL.com said Jimmy Graham and Sammy Watkins?
Yeah, everybody you like the bus.
Sammy Watkins.
Hey, shout out to Season Beef Sports Podcast Draft. I'm taking Todd Gurley #1.
Just going ahead.
There's
and-
no tricks.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
okay.
take Todd Gurley #1. Sean Leonard, it's up to you.
So look, If he gets injured next week, you're still taking him.
Sean's ready.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Hey, Sean's studying and everything.
Say
He
we
says
can
he's
lock
going to
it
do.
in.
He's going to
Yeah,
be
good for him.
So-
I'm taking Todd Gurley, Sean.
Well,
so
if
you're on
Sean-
the clock, buddy.
If Sean's studying, he's taking Le'Veon Bell second, I would imagine.
The Kid Rock of fantasy football.
Yeah.
I think we need to get everybody that's in our league to maybe message us or whatever and give us some
Pointers.
some kind of like a little marketing towards their skill that we can like maybe post or read off on
Yeah.
air. You know what I mean? To get some kind of interaction with the guys that are going to be in the league.
It's all
Sure.
about the fans.
Yeah, we're doing this
We're
to take your
experts
money.
Yeah.
We are experts now. That is our little slogan now.
So you're taking Gurley.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Gurley, man. I mean, it was Bell Gurley, but I'm gonna go Gurley.
Dave, can you go ahead and commit now to Saquon Barkley?
Hey,
This is a
oh,
groundbreaking
hey, I have
fantasy advice here.
Dave, sit down.
Dave,
Agreed.
I
Dave
have-
don't want to say Saquon because he's scared that
Hold on, let me get you up.
Leonard will get him. Leonard will
good.
pick him in front of him if he says it.
Saquads.
Yeah, you can't really.
He is
I'm-
not taking. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in our draft?
I'm free
what
and
are you
clear.
picking, third, right?
The first pick can say what they
Yeah,
want.
Pick
After
number
that-
3.
Pick number 3, and Ian, what pick are you?
Pick 5.
And who are you targeting? You don't
Jake
want to say right
Tannehill.
now, do you?
No.
No, he can't target until he sees what's
It
left.
depends on what's
I got
there.
inside information.
Kenyon Drake probably be there.
I'll have the same information when it's important.
Well,
Like
it doesn't
now?
matter.
Maybe different information.
You can say you would like to have a running back in the big four. If
Yes.
you don't get one of them because you're right at
Who
5.
knows?
Exactly.
But you know who I might take?
Saquon.
Leonard Fournette.
You know, I mean,
Jumping on my guy.
it ain't a bad idea. Everybody,
No.
Jump
I mean,
on my guy.
he has just as good a chance.
he
He has
is the
just as
guy.
good a chance to do it
It's
as
a great rhyme.
as any of the other guys. I mean, he's going to get volume.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. I mean, what other running back, dude? And it's like Scott
gonna get
always says,
Goal
He
line
is-
carries.
He's a nice
a f-
piece.
no.
It's a phenomenal piece.
That's the only time I'll say it
man.
tonight.
We heard it.
He's gonna get the touches. He's a home run hitter as big as he is. Like
Fournette's the man.
I'll go after some guys that aren't what everybody else says
He's going to get the
is the
usage
time
too.
to pick. I
They're
mean,
gonna
there's
throw to him
certain,
more.
certain
But-
guys that you can go after.
So
like
you're
that.
taking a running
Yeah.
back no matter what at 5.
Probably.
I hope you don't take
AB,
Fournette 'cause I'm
I
at
think
7, and if he
A-
falls
AB's
with me
gonna
at 7,
slide.
I'm 100%
It's a
taking
good
him.
spot
I'm
for
calling it right now.
Antonio.
Antonio
Oh,
Brown's
it's-
gonna slip. He might
He's
slip
gonna
to
be
you.
a good value pick, probably. But
you're probably
it's-
gonna end up with AB.
You'll get
Who?
you'll get either
Antonio
Antonio Brown
Brown.
or DeAndre Hopkins.
Here's my thing. I feel like I've done enough mock drafts where I know that if I can get a running back like Leonard Fournette to anchor
Yeah.
one of 2 spots, I can pick running back or I can pick wide receiver.
You can't
and-
really say that. Though,
Yes, you
until
can.
until you see what's left.
But I mean, I know
It's a
I've got-
14-team league. It's different.
Yeah. I
There's some
still
really
know
good
where the
wide
average.
receivers
I know where the
falling a little
average
bit
draft
and ADPs
place
and
is.
stuff.
Even 14,
Mocks, I
12, 10, it doesn't matter.
I've
It's
did
still,
about 100 mock drafts.
Well, you did a lot.
14
I'm happy for you.
Pick 4. I'm ready.
You've done
Yeah.
100 mock drafts already?
No, probably not.
Okay, Charlie, how many mock drafts have you done so far? Be very honest.
20.
I've done about
0.
30 or 40.
Have you really?
Good God
Yeah.
Almighty.
Trying to trade
Yeah.
halfway through the season. If I
Yeah.
see a player who's under a stud who's underachieved for the first, I'm doing everything I can
Yeah.
to get that player
Get him.
on my team
Yep,
because he's
absolutely.
going to get his 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
That player's
Okay.
going to get theirs.
I had Larry Fitzgerald on every bad season he's ever had. Swear on that.
I'm right
I
there
told-
with you, dude.
I had AJ Green on his worst year.
Me too.
Dorial Green Beckham on his worst year.
I had.
all of them.
I could go on and on, bro.
I'm
like,
seeing a lot of similarities between
like
bad karma players for me and Scott.
I'm a bad karma player guy. Like people know that if a guy's playing poorly on my team and they trade me for that guy, that the guy's going to be good on their
Yeah.
team. And I guarantee, if there's a way to pull that stat from our Facebook,
You high on this year?
Destroyed my
Nobody.
team.
Saquon Barkley.
All right. Well, sorry, Dave.
I'm high. You want?
Sorry, Dave.
What I
He's high
am
on
expecting
Fournette.
to have a bigger season. This guy and I just have been like this is my guy. I feel like this year, like
Yeah.
Joe Mixon. I am high on Joe
Damn it,
Mixon,
I agree
man.
with you on that. I can't-
Everybody's high on Joe Mixon.
I'm not denying it, but I felt this way since
Everybody-
last year.
Joe Mixon's, I think his ADP went up
I wrote
like 10
notes.
spots in a week.
I wrote notes from the end of last season, and Joe Mixon is part of my notes, reminding myself how much I want Joe Mixon
No, he's
because of the last 5
good.
games of the season last year.
he's on
I
a
mean,
shitty team though.
Dude, he averaged like 5 yards a carry, and the offensive line is, I think, a little bit better this year, maybe. I don't think they're any
they
worse.
got Jeremy Hill out of there. That helps him a lot.
Yeah, Gio's going to get some touches, but
Third
Joe
down
Mixon's
back.
the dude. I mean, overall,
They
he's
brought
going
him
to
there
see
to
a
be
lot
the
of
dude.
touches. And, if they can keep the ball moving,
The way Jared's shaking his head over there, I don't think he likes Mixon.
I'm not high on him this year.
I get it. I mean, I don't blame you.
I'd actually rather have Gio.
Oh, no.
No, that's the silliest thing you
that's-
said in the podcast.
No,
Corey
I mean-
Coleman. Can we get to do another
You'd
one
rather have Giovanni Bernard?
over
In a-
Joe
in
Mixon?
a PPR league
Giovanni Bernard ain't
Would
getting
you-
drafted.
for where I can draft.
Yeah.
him.
Monetarily,
For
are
where
you
you
worth? Is that worth
For where you can
anything?
draft him, I
to
understand
you?
what you're saying
No,
there.
no, no.
No, he's talking about. I think he's talking about value.
Yeah, value.
Yeah,
wise.
it's more value.
get
for
it.
What, yeah, I can.
I am.
I want to talk about our members,
Everybody.
man. I
Yep.
want to talk about all our new members. Go ahead,
Yep.
Scott, run it.
All right, guys.
Run the numbers.
No, seriously.
Run
What do
the
we have?
numbers.
Jake, you were the last person who looked. You're our social media guru. What do
He
we
has
have?
turned into that.
317
I think we
members
got
now,
somebody
right?
else. Hold
Shut
on.
the front door.
So we were at like 260 or 270, like that, or something like
260.
260. And for our group,
317.
260 for our group.
Time for us to go, fellas.
Yeah, totally. This is totally. We're ending the show. Dude, we have 300. Like, I want to see us just get more and more members. Like, I want. Like, we're
Yeah.
having some really good topics, and we're having some good discussions. We're having a lot of action in our Facebook group, and
Action Jackson.
I threw something in there to try. Let's try to pump this up, and like people like Jay Flo from the Burn It Down podcast, they've been sharing it on their pages, and we've gotten about. Nick Cook, who was, he's very active in our group, and he just
Yeah.
did my Just a Mike, Friday Night Mike's episode here this past Friday night. He's been adding a lot of people into the group, and there are a lot of sports fans out there, man. We all have sports fans on our friends list, and if you are listening right now and you are in our group, and you have friends, family, crazy uncles, whatever that get into sports
Crazier
that
the
you
better.
have fun talking sports with,
He
bring them to
loves
our
crazy
season beef
uncles.
page and like talk sports in one area, like together as a group, like because I think we have a good thing going there in that group, man. Like,
Yeah,
we
it's a
have some
good
really
little
like,
community.
Like
man.
Jake, you're hitting
Everybody
up 5
talking
topics
shit.
a day, dude. I'm waking up in the morning at like 7:30, and Jake's in there just
He's our new.
throwing topics out there. I'm telling you, the guru. I already called you that online.
Yeah.
You know how
And
much
it's awesome. I
I
love
said
seeing
guru
it.
43 times last episode. Just to know that
Yeah,
Good lord.
But-
we have so many gurus.
but we're getting online. Like the presence is there, and we're starting to get some feedback from these people. We're getting more people downloading. Like we upped our downloads a good little bit here this last episode. And as football is going on, like bring people to the group to talk trash, man. Like eventually, I'd love to see us have like 2 or 3 or 4 season beef leagues.
yeah.
You know what I
agree.
mean? To where
Be
like
cool.
we have more and more people doing it, and we can set up things for prizes, and we can turn
Charlie.
it into something. And we had a really good idea is to do next year to do an auction style draft,
Yeah.
because then we can really, really talk some trash. And I was telling Ian about how we do it in baseball when we do the baseball auction drafts, and they're a
Could
lot
be
of fun.
It could
Yeah.
be fun.
And there's a lot of banter to go along with it. So that's a good idea. But anyway, thank you for joining our groups and subscribing and reviewing the podcast. We've
we
had some
greatly
new
appreciate it.
Thanks for the
reviews
love.
on iTunes, and we really appreciate it. And
People
just-
really love the Tiger Woods topic
Yeah.
on there, by the way.
Ugh.
it's going to be the hottest topic.
People
When I
dig
hashtag
it.
this, it will get
Pity
the most
likes.
downloads.
Pretty much the most dominating topic ever.
Yeah.
Most dominating topic I ever posted was Tiger Woods.